You will be the people's partner.
WWF No Mercy for Nintendo 64.
Well, scissor me, daddy ass. If you look at the clock up on the wall, it does appear that it is time once again to jump into the squared circle here on Nana's apartment as we're jumping into No Mercy today. The N64, the old classic. So we're jumping into championship mode once more, going for the tag team titles this time. Yes, sir, yeah. I've been watching the views steadily creep up on my hardcore championship mode video, so I figured why not jump on back in to get some tag team action up on this channel, of which I'm sorely lacking here at Nana's apartment, but hopefully in 2026 we'll rectify that, though I did have the nod to TNA, SmackDown, just brilliant. But today, however, I took a quick glance at the tag team storylines here, which obviously I have not done a lot of, 35%, but figured might as well take the rock and sock connection to the tag team ranks here on my particular save of No Mercy, the THQ aka staple. I feel like this particular section isn't very story heavy, but we'll see what the fates may bring us on this particular playthrough as we go for the top of the tag team mountain here on my WWF No Mercy save. Hunting for those titles currently held by the two-man power trip Stone Cold Steve Austin and the cerebral assassin, the Game, Triple H. So we hit chapter 1, warming up. Rock and Sock Connection got something to say. Mankind comes out here, flanked by The Rock, his tag team partner. Once upon a time, these two winning tag team gold together as Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe are out here, the Stooges.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 508 pounds from Briscoe Brothers Body Shop, Gerald Briscoe, and the first Intercontinental Champion, Pat Patterson.
Don't take us lightly. Just because we're old, we'll beat you down in 3 minutes. Someone get Eric Bischoff on the horn. They're stealing his gimmick.
Did I just say 3 minutes?
Let's see what we got to work with here. 20 count for the count out. No limit on the time. That's fine. Tag team matches tend to be a chore on No Mercy. Alright, so you can't win by knockout. That's good. Rope break. Okay, so DQ is on. No reaching for weapons. 3-minute time limit. Tag team match requirement is... Oh, there is a time limit. Duh, Paul. You're not paying attention to the plot. You're losing yourself in the thickness of the rules here. The story will progress whether you win or lose, whether the story will change accordingly. Hopefully we can get this tag team action secured up with a win in 3 minutes or less. I have no idea if that's going to be the case for me here on Nana's apartment as we warm ourselves back up into the No Mercy control scheme. I did do a warm-up match here, getting the titles on Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H so we can have this playthrough. Figured they were some odd men out. I don't know who the original tag team champions are in this game. I feel like it's Dudley's, Hardy's, or Edge and Christian. Probably Edge and Christian. I believe that's the case. I hate time limit ones. So we're gonna want to keep Patterson in here because we're wearing him down. Already wanted to whip Patterson into the corner so I can tag Rock and grapple move. That's a SmackDown series, Paul. It's not what happens in this one. As we reversal him into a sleeper hold, it's Mick Foley. Of course, on Nana's apartment here, where I'm a Rock, that's not going to help us. Read the room. I'm a huge Foley mark here on my channel. I figured him and Rock and Austin Triple H, it's a good way to get the default tag teams that are supposed to be in the storyline here facing the challengers. I wanted to face Patterson. I didn't want to Briscoe. That's not going to help my 3-minute time limit challenge. Get over here, Briscoe. Gerald Briscoe and Pat Patterson for those playing the home game. Paul, this is a home game. You're playing on your home console. It's a turn of phrase. Shut up. These two, obviously, former wrestlers, for those not in the know. Those watching my channel just because they know me and don't know anything about wrestling. Gerald Briscoe, Pat Patterson, obviously gotten their licks in and back in their day. Obviously, Gerald Briscoe, tag team the Briscoes. I believe they were brothers. my memory does serve me correctly.
They've seen my brother and myself in every type of situation. We've more or less mastered the entire professional wrestling field. We can do it all.
These guys, their stats have to be shitty enough so I can just get one finisher and call it a day, right? Got less than a minute to do so. I'm assuming Mix is just a double arm DDT. It's been a minute. If not, it's obviously the Mandible Claw. I believe there's a taunt as well with it. Yeah. I'm going to get Mr. Sacco. Oh, he does come out, Mr. Sacco, to play. Even if that was just a WrestleMania 2000 thing. Apparently not. But there he goes down the gullet. The Pat Patterson as we have less than 30 seconds. Will he submit? Rock, get him out of here. I'll pile drive him. That's a good finisher for Foley. Away from the ropes. That's enough. Ooh, 3 seconds to spare. Got it done. Oh, that's what happens when you don't stress. You just go for it. That stained sock on Mick Foley's wrist tells the story as the Rock and Sock connection are climbing the ladder up off that first rung, going towards the top of whatever awaits us next. All 300 smackers. All right, so obviously whatever I did last time, we'll save. Whatever I did last time, I'm following right along with it. Looks like young me once upon a time didn't have any challenge here, but let's see if one will await us as we hit our next chapter. So here we're on Chapter 2, Super Heavyweight. Oh, it's the Holly Cousins. Hey, if you want the tag team titles, you gotta go through us first. That's Hardcore Bob Holly and his cousin Crash. Hardcore champions in their own right individually. Well, this match is going to have hardcore rules. Well, there's the twist. But with the Holly Cousins, that's really what you expect. So, you know, that comes with the territory. Rules are not selectable, so I don't know why they show them to us. But I guess it's good to keep us abreast of what's to hit our path as we move forward. As we also see our tag team match rules here. Hardcore match rules apply, which are really no rules. Notice it requires to win this match, however the story will progress whether you win or lose. However, the story will change accordingly. I've never lost these matches. I don't know what happens. So I'm stuck at 35%. Just keep winning. Gotta lose sometimes, Paul. So we see Mankind now at first here. The Rock and Sock connection on SmackDown, The Rock's show. As Mankind and his partner, the People's Champ, attempt to become the champions. Here, way back in the year 2000, as we hop aboard our time machine, taking us back to the N64. This lovely gem of a title that we all enjoy. Try to get everyone's attires here in this little playthrough somewhat accurate to when Rock is actually palling around with his good friend Mick Foley. Did that with the Undertaker playthrough. People apparently like that one. So do the same this time around. Probably any other time I'll focus on a particular contender. So we go through the championship modes here on Nanny's apartment. My particular save of No Mercy 64, which is my original cartridge on my original console. Also feel like I meant to adjust some settings, brightness, if that's even possible on N64 with this title. Did not do that. We'll have to do it in post. So I'll take Bob.
Bob?
Rock, you're being a bitch taking the tinier Holly, although certainly not the least talented. I don't know which one that would be. Every Holly in their own right, fairly respectable as a talent. I don't think I've heard any flack about Molly Holly, Crash Holly, or Bob Holly. Truth be told, I've always been a Molly Holly mark, just in general, so I don't really know if I'll ever say anything negative about these guys other than Bob kind of being rough with some of their newer folk hardcore, not everyone likes weapons matches. They're okay from time to time as a treat. It doesn't have to be an everyday thing. He says being a Mick Foley mark, playing as Mick Foley, and a run through for the championships. Bob showing us the power of his feet. I don't know what size they are, but caught Mick Foley in the chin as the upper hand now held by Holly, taking it to Foley on the floor. Mick, that's not how you win. You can't just lay on your stomach inspecting the mats outside. It keeps reversing my Irish whips. Not having any of my shit today, this Bob Holly. Get me Crash Rock. You're having a fun time with him. I'm not having a fun time with Bob out here. Despite what he may say about our current predicament. Eat fist. Let your balls be introduced to mine. Oh, no, I was not requesting a back body drop.
I want to whip him in at the barrier so bad. He's going to reverse it, though. Nope, he's not. Which is my cue to go inside. Help Rock. Beat on Crash here.
1, 2, count 2.
Nope. See, kiddies, I let my ego go to the side so I could watch out for my tag team partner going for a pin there. A win for him is a win for me. That's how teams work, kiddies. That's how they work, okay? I may be taking a thrashing here at the hands of Bob Holly, much like many who stand toe-to-toe with him do, but sometimes you got to make sure your partner is protected when he's going for that pinfall cover. That's just something I stress here on Nana's apartment. It's going to always be stressed because that's how you win them tag team matches. Finally, whipping out a signature move of decent merit here in this tag team matchup. Mick Foley gets that double arm DDT, which, even though it's appropriately paced, Bob Holly no-sold. Story of my life here on Nana's apartment. That fucking revert and a power slam. I gotta go. Rock, you take over this man here. I'm clearly doing a dog shit job of it. Yeah, I'm talking about paying attention to my tag team partner here. The Hollies are running roughshod on us. What the fuck? Oh, Rock, this is not how it's supposed to go. We're Hall of Famers. We can't be doing this poorly. We're only the second match in. What's this nonsense? Oh, it's just a team effort by the Hollies and putting the Rock and Sock to shame here. SmackDown this would have been Thursday nights back then, just not the night for the Rock and Sock connection, as Foley finally now turning his attention to Crash Holly, who eats a double arm DDT for his troubles. Right, they want that. I want this. Yes. I want to whip Crash well enough. I want to go here, but usually the computer, if memory serves, loves to, it loves to whip you back. Oh, it's never going to work with 4 people. It's never going to happen. I wanted to take it backstage, or at least it's a hardcore match. Go somewhere with it, but that's not what's going to happen. Or can I just run? Can I run? No, you got to whip someone. Damn it. God, that's a flaw. That is such a flaw. Someone fix that. Go back close to 30 years and tell them to fix that. No, we're all going to go back. Back to school again. I want to get one move. Just one move. Stop it, Crash. God fucking damn it. Bastard. Oh, Bob, we're going to go back. We're going to go back. Crash, I swear to God. I tried to grapple him. Crash. Schoolboy outside. Oh, see, Rock paying attention. He's not paying attention as well as Crash is. Who's bound and determined not to let me have my stage play here. Bob Holly's taught me, prick. Don't appreciate it. Maybe another time we'll have a lovely all over the arena fight. that's worthy of Bob Holly's reputation, but apparently Crash is just not having it today. It's just no. Fine by me, I got my blue pants. I'm in a good mood. I'm happy I'm sunny. The blue pants, not a reference to the actual blue pants.
Blue Pants! What do you mean, who is this? You don't remember Blue Pants?
She is not associated with this gameplay whatsoever. You know, every once in a while on this channel, I'll have an obscure reference. And during the making of these episodes, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to pull more random wrestling bullshit out of my ass. And while featuring the Rock and Sock Connection, I managed to get a Blue Pants reference in with the help of Mick Foley. So, eat a big old bag of dicks, me. I wish nothing but the worst to my subconscious that thinks I can't get shit done every single time, or at least produce something that will give at least one person out there in viewership land a chuckle.
Get the fuck out
Yeah,
of
see,
here.
Rock, you're doing so much better against Bob. Just go fuck up Bob. I'll give Crash a side headlock, which I'm sure the audience at home is thrilled by. Bob taking exception to my rest hold near what could be the finale of this match if I continue my momentum against Mr. 24/7 here, Crash Holly. We got fucked up by The Undertaker in our Hardcore Championship run through, so go check out that if you haven't yet. Figure out why he might have a chip on his shoulder. Oh, hung on to the ropes, sneaky little bastard. But is you sneaky enough to avoid slurping on Mr. Sacco's Just Desserts? I just figured out, Paul, that you know how to do this. Turn him around right.
It's Sacco time! That stinking, slimy, smelly Sacco! Mr. Sacco in the gullet of Crash!
The mandible claw applied expertly by Foley. Crash, though, showing why he belongs in the ring with two Hall of Famers, that resiliency of Crash Holly. Go with that double arm DDT, maybe.
Mankind said no! DDT! Double arm!
Oh, both of these. Look at them. They're standing up in unison. No selling the bastards. We'll give them one more. Oh, no, I was going to say reversal by
Crash, but Rock sinks that rock bottom in. I'm not going to be there to help him get that pin.
Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's a story for you, kiddies. I wasn't there. So what happens? Crash helps his cousin kick out, and we got to go through this all over again. Oh, another reversal.
Almost like a Northern Lights by Crash Holly. Finally, Bob breaking out a kendo stick because this is a hardcore matchup. I forgot. It's not like I forgot. Really, shit's going on and I'm not paying attention. Watch it cost us the match. Oh. Oh. Fuck up Crash anyway. I just wanted to watch to see if Rock could pull off a win with something that fancy. It's like, I feel like I've watched him do that move once in real life, and it's like, Rock, that is not something that you break out all the time. I want to see you get a 3 with that. I feel like you can fuck up people pretty well with this and the ring bell. By fuck up, I mean there's an animation if you attack him at the right angle. Which I'm going to attempt to do here with Crash. Once he gets up. If I can get in the corner, right? As I say, it just falls over backwards. See if that'll do it. Crash is unconscious here on the mat. I can get the pin button right. Crash KO'd as Bob Holly figured it out just about in time, but didn't do anything about it. Hence, the Rock and Sock Connection walk away with another victory.
Well, as Katana told us all those years ago, all you gotta do to fell your opponent is simply use the element which brings life. And for the Holly cousins, that indeed is weaponry. And, well, his Crash caught a shiny side of a fire extinguisher to the side of the head there. He figured out pretty quickly what his kryptonite was as we attempt to figure out what ours might be as we continue forward on our winning streak. Match number 3, match prior to the Tag Team Championship, as we see the two-man power trip Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin make their way to the ring. Let's see what they have to say. So the winners of the upcoming ladder tag team match will face the reigning champions, a.k.a. the two-man power trip we see here before us. Let's find out who they are. Oh, and it's the Hardy Boys. Team Extreme Sans Lita coming out here to challenge us to a ladder match for seemingly the number one contendership of the WWF Tag Team titles. After everything happened, Matt and Jeff will face Mankind and The Rock. So a ladder match, a no-limit bloodshed on tag team match on Monday Night Raw. The Rock and Sock Connection facing Team Extreme, the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff. Those Cameron boys are going to have their work cut out for them. Now, I don't know if these two ever faced each other when the Rock and Sock were around the first go. Obviously, I don't think they ever faced each other when they came back for WrestleMania 20. Naturally. But I almost feel like I can say confidently that The Rock and Mankind have never faced off against Matt and Jeff Hardy, let alone in a ladder match. The Rock and Mankind obviously famously have had ladder matches before. Most famously, I can probably think of being the fact that they faced each other for a ladder match for the WWF Championship before WrestleMania 15. It would send The Rock to that particular pay-per-view, fighting Austin in the main event. As we see those two brothers from Cameron, North Carolina make their entrance into our gameplay today. Obviously, you're going to be in a tag team ladder match against a pair of foes. You don't want the Hardys to be on the other side of that marquee. Obviously, one of the three teams famous for the TLC matches, of which ladders play a massive component. The Hardy Boys, famous in this era with the Dudleys and Edge and Christian. The Dudleys introducing those tables, and the Masters of the Concerto, Edge and Christian, being known for their devastating chair shots to the cranium. I was hoping I get to play a little bit more as The Rock. I feel like this has all been tornado situations almost. Anyway, The Rock and Sock here, undefeated. On a streak here. Is this match number 3? Going for the tag team championships. If we can climb the ladder of success literally, put the Hardy Boys in our rearview mirror. Jeff's gonna give me some trouble, much like Mr. Bob did in our match prior. I feel like in Crash and Bob Holly, I have the weight and size advantage over Crash, but against the Hardy Boys, you really don't have an advantage. It's really just see if you can keep them away from doing their daredevil stunts and spots. Just climb the ladder and the damn must be a briefcase in this scenario. But being as this is the first ladder match via No Mercy on my channel, oh my goodness, I have to teach you guys how to win one of these. Obviously, there's that shadow in the center of the ring. And that shadow is how you want to aim the ladder to grab the prize above. Now, obviously, on my channel, I've talked about and participated in ladder matches that have devolved into chaos and madness. So I don't know if this is going to go any better because it's a multi-man match in a video game with a ladder. As I've said many a time, they just don't go as smoothly as something that's produced and scripted like in real life, because Go figure, it's a fucking video game, so this match may be heavily edited, or at least if I lose, it may become a chore or a thorn in my side. And a suplex onto the ladder. I feel like the fact that they added the sound effect. Rock, I wanted that as soon as they got up. This is another one of those situations where the story may be the same here as it was in the last match, kiddies. Maybe just be a situation where I want to get one of them out and help Rock get up the fucking ladder. I don't know how easily these ones in No Mercy can fall over. They're not the worst ladder ever. Rock, climb that ladder to greatness. You are the great one. Oh, it can be knocked over. Obviously, as
The Rock taking a mighty spill.
trying to figure out how to lift up the ladder, but it's one of the C buttons. I'm not getting it right. Okay, so it is that. Okay. Okay. We can do this. See. Just focus and destroy. Oh, see, that's not focused. I feel like it was a lot easier to knock people out of the ring when I was a kid. I'm trying to do what Matt's doing. Just fucking launch him. Do I gotta hold it? I feel like that's something I gotta do. We'll practice. We'll keep practicing, Jeff. Watch him throw me out. No! Oh, jinxed myself. These Hardys. The clever bastards. I suppose I could go for it. It's only been like a decade or so. I know how to do this. Just tap A, right? What button do I tap? I don't know! It just says tap. It doesn't say what. For one of the most perfect wrestling games there ever was. That's kind of bullshit. Not gonna lie. Alright, took care of him. He's getting back up, and Jeff is reversing the Rock. This is not going well for me. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. Well, at least I'm not falling off. Yeah. Took him out. I'll climb this ladder. I really don't know what to tap. I'm just tapping random buttons. Oh, he reached up that little extra foot. Thought he had it, and oh.
Head so full of wonder, worries in the past. Could it be that you are free at last? No!
Oh, it's C up. I did C up. That's not going to help me.
Do a barrel roll.
Just barrel rolled right out of the way of that. Don't know how I managed to avoid it. I was wondering what his special was going to be off the top turnbuckle. Turns out it was a beautiful moonsault that did not land. I feel like I went into the ring on that one.
So how'd I do?
You gotta get that glitch under control, kid.
Okay, I will.
Now Matt with that DDT. Don't need Mr. Sacco. Twist of Fate Matt. We'll get up Jeff. Do the same to him. Twist of Fate. Blammo. Help our friend The Rock score that victory again. Ladies and gentlemen, as if this video isn't all about teamwork to begin with, the Rock and Sock connection showing their connectivity does not have any issues because the Rock and Sock are on the same page. It's all about teamwork. Mick Foley watching out for the Rock, who climbed the tippy top of that ladder. Claps like Jeff did all those years ago. Poetry in motion indeed. As he snags the briefcase of the #1 contendership. for our two heroes here today. It looks like indeed we just won it like we would as a kid, but anyways, it's the next chapter we're steering our focus towards now as we're continuing the legendary streak of the Rock and the Sock. Well, that's some seriously engaging and energetic lines right there for the tag team champions, the two-man power trip, Triple H and Austin. It's gonna be a regular tag team match. How thrilling. As we finally, undefeated here, make our way to the tag team title matchup. At King of the Ring, The Rock and Mankind, the Rock and Sock connection against two-man power trip, Triple H. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship, scheduled for one fall.
It's been an interesting road. We had the Holly Cousins, we had the Hardy Boys, and we had Briscoe and Patterson on our journey towards the tag team titles here on Nana's apartment, and we're culminating at King of the Ring, facing two of the other two Attitude Era stars here on our playthrough. We have The Rock, Mankind, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Triple H. I don't know how many combined world championships they've had between them, but maybe at any Paul throw that up. Interesting to know also their combined, tag team title reigns. We've had a few. This is an interesting situation where, again, it's like the famous class of OVW. Was it 2002? Randy Orton, Batista, John Cena, Triple H, The Rock, Austin, Mankind, Mick Foley. The selection of talent in this ring at this moment on Nana's apartment, unparalleled. If you think about it, when you compare it to many other times in history, I feel like the New Gen era had some great talent as well, but sheer technical skill and how to make some main events and get some paydays, these four can do it. I have no idea how tricky this one's going to be. I am digging the fact that it is a tag team match for the first time ever. I feel in this gameplay, an actual straight up hold the rope, tag your partner tag team matchup. The main event's headlined by all four of these men, both with each other and with other talent not featured in this matchup. Just the money, the money all four of these men made at the height of one of the most popular eras of professional wrestling. It cannot be scoffed at. It cannot be looked down upon. It cannot be forgotten. Come here. I want feet. I want someone to go face first. I'm not looking out for my friend here, as you can see by the prompt. Ah! Fuck you. As a kid, I always liked if I needed a distraction or get some moment's peace, try to whip them out the side, wring their head off the post. It's a match to watch in their prime. Go find a Mick Foley Austin match. I feel like in their prime they could have had a hell of a match. Well, I mean, Dude Love Austin. I'm brain farting. I'm thinking Mankind. I'm like, how often did Austin fight Mankind? It's like, well, he fucking main evented with Dude Love, you dingus. Yeah, that's fair. Austin won the title and did main event with Dude Love. We've only replayed those matches on another game on this channel. You dingbat. I gotta fucking get rocking here. Also, I feel like if you do that, yeah, they come in, so it's like that'll get Rock off the apron if I do that. So you can't even do that and then tag. But here we are, our first team maneuver of the video. The Rock and Mankind getting a pile driver, which is Mankind's bread and butter, and Triple H. So as I say, bread and butter, not in that instance. Bread was too toasted and butter was not melted enough. That's how you make a massacre of you, breakfast. Rock, maybe help out a little bit. You don't have to just stand there. You got a 5 count. Play with it. Oh, wanted that Luthez. Foley said, fuck off. Oh, there has to be a good replay there.
How did you do that? I heard that coming a mile away.
Very good, Blinken. Well done.
Do I control Rock? Yes, I do. Okay. Again, that year 2000 Rock and Triple H having a good series themselves. Hate to talk about it so often here on my channel, but it's when I started watching wrestling, and it just so happened to be when this game took place. So sue me. It's going to come up. I do believe Rock has a beautiful float over DDT in this game too, doesn't he? There we go. There's that float over DDT. It's not as smooth as it appears in other games, but we'll at least show it once. And try and get it a second time. Got a reversal to the outside. As I say, there's Triple H on his face. That's what I wanted earlier. And again. Can he hat-trick it? Nope. Gonna yank his ass outside. I know some of you might be thinking, when did Austin wear a glove? And I just want to point out that he did do that from time to time around this period. He did experiment a lot with his attire. I tried to color his knee pads because he was coloring his braces at the time. Editing Paul put that in here.
Officially underway. The WWF champion against the last ECW champion, Rhino.
I'll be able to do it with the hard cam. I'm not going to try it. I'll go this way. So I can do a spine buster. I can do a spine buster.
And here it comes! The most electrifying move in sports entertainment today! Oh no! The people's elbow! Don't tell me! From The Rock! Triple H! He got it! He got it!
Remembered how to do the jump over his head.
1, 2.
Didn't think that was going to do it. But I was just hoping I could remember the C button to jump over the head, and I did. It's a bit far out of the range to make contact physically, but Triple H sold anyway. Austin and Rock, they like to trade them finishers, so we'll stun him before we give him that rock bottom. Which, we catch him in perfectly fine here, and hopefully Mick will be smart enough to run interference. Guess it didn't matter. Austin didn't get the clue that he was supposed to stay down for a 3. Mick, are you just going to stand there and watch him do all this to me? And a busted open. Thank you, Mick. There's a stomp from Foley. This match has got Attitude Era favorites and now color, making it a true main event for the titles. See if we can sneak off a rock bottom here finally. Stand down, Sonny Jim. Count all of the lights. Tell me after the show how many you saw, or at least could see before your consciousness faded away.
The Rock's got the cover! Can he? Yes! You smell it. We've got the tag champions!
And the new World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Mankind and The Rock!
Mankind and The Rock are the new tag team champions!
The Rock and Sock finally at the top of the ladder, much as they were when they were #1 contenders, but finally now with the straps around their waists, they can call themselves champions. Do we have a defense? We might have a defense as we are here with another match to go. The tag team trials here of the Rock and Sock Connection. See what's in store for them next. Death Road Part 1. Oh no. Oh, here are the Dudleys. Bubba calling The Rock, Mankind's cleanup boy. Looks like we're going to have a impromptu street fight here in the pool hall on SmackDown. Hardcore match rules apply. Yeah, no shit. Only requirement to clear this match is to win. Oh, damages the superstar receives carries over to the next chapter. Be careful. Continues left 2. The Dudley Boys finally make their entrance into our tag team title fiasco. Oh my, okay, I'm back. I was like, well, who am I? Who am I? I don't know. Who am I? Ah, okay. Oh. Bubba's paying too much attention. Spikes me in the arse. I love the fact that this playthrough is going to feature this. Mainly because I love breaking this fucking table. I love the fact that there's a table in here you can break. The announce tables you can break. There's tables in the locker room, which I did break with Jeff Hardy. The Undertaker mowing down hardcore combatants left and right on Nana's apartment. As Mick Foley and The Rock, Mankind, and Dwayne Johnson, if you will, hope to lay waste to the tag team division. Oh. And just like that, I have a sock, Bubba. Bubba said, fuck you, Mick, you ain't putting that in my face. And I said, the hell I ain't. Rock should have no problem besting Devon out on the outside here. Don't worry, I got Bully. It's before he was a bully. He was just Bubba. He was just Bubba. By the way, when you were Bubba, I was still a champion. Rock getting shit done over there.
1, 2.
What are we gonna do, Bubba? Nothing. Oh, shit. There we go. I want to get the double arm DDT. And will he land it? Oh, he's got Bubba through the table. He no-sold it, though, the bitch. Just stood right up. Did you see that? I pushed his face as hard as I could down through a billiards table, and the son of a bitch acted like he was nothing. Devon, you're beating him apart now a bit too much. Cutter, you want a pool cue. Bubba, you whiffed that super kick. That was just pointless.
Okay, I'm ready. Didn't you hear me? I said I'm ready. That tickled.
I think Bubba wants out of the pool hall. He keeps trying to Irish whip me towards the door. Sorry, Bubba. What's Bubba's? Is this the fucking cutter? Yep. Diamond cutter, special for Bubba. What about Devon? Devon, what's your finisher? It's something interesting. What is he doing? Oh, it's a vicious powerbomb is what it is. God damn. I wonder if I could make Bubba tap. I feel like that could be something that would be a nice visual for this playthrough. A legitimate tap out via the mandible claw and help from Mr. Sacco. Does Mr. Sacco have a family? Is he like Mr. Hanky? Mr. Sacco, the mandible claw. I don't know what rhymes with claw. Something, something on Monday Night Raw. Mr. Sacco and the mandible claw. I might as well work on Bubba's head. Well, I bust him open at least, so his head's sore. Alright, one final shot to Bubba. Hopefully, I'll make Bubba submit before he can pin Rock. Come on. Come on, tap Bubba. Tap you, bitch. That's how you play the game right there. Mick Foley, The Rock, toppled the Dudley Boys as Devon's distracted by Dwayne Johnson, while Bully Ray suffocates on the stinky sweat stains of Mr. Sacco.
Here's where I admit that during the next bit of this recording, I made a little boo-boo. You see, my microphone had an update, and what you're about to hear was recorded over several sessions, so if I seem a little bit off in my delivery, or any bit of this next section seems a bit weird, keep in mind it's Frankenstein from several recording sessions because I'm pretty much an idiot. That said, I'll let our special guest bring us back to the action. Let's get back to the show! Good idea.
Don't know what comes next, but obviously there's a couple squares to go because there's one down there at the bottom because I did this before. Let's see what happens next. Mankind and The Rock defending those tag team titles. Death Road Part 2. That's going to be fun. Rock was beaten up bad, called Mankind to him. Then there's an unexpected visitor. Oh, lovely. Surprises are always great on this game. Oh, who's he meeting? Oh, shit. It's the APA. Hey, I can't come to the boiler room right now. Oh, this smells of deceit. I have nothing against you, but it's my job. Yeah, it's going to be a handicap match, isn't it? Yeah. Why can't... You used to be able to pay him. Why can't I pay him? Give me the option to pay you. I have plenty. We just got paid. Come on. Oh, what's the point of having the titles and the money if you can't pay off the APA? Alright, handicap match in the boiler room. Hardcore match rules apply. The only requirement to clear this match is win. The damaged superstar receives carries over. That's some bullshit. Alright, 2-on-1, the APA Mankind, Nana's apartment. This is going to be one of the trickiest things I've ever done. Alright, if you've never played this game, this is basically one of the curses of No Mercy 64. Back in the day, during the storylines at this time, you go to the bar in the back of the locker rooms with their weird door. You could pay the APA off, the Acolytes Protection Agency, Farouk and Bradshaw here. They would kick ass on your behalf for some beers or some dough. Farouk, Ron Simmons, and John Bradshaw Layfield, formerly the Acolytes, fighting for The Undertaker now. Setting up a doomsday device that will never happen because frickin' that's not how it works, JBL. It is suplex for your ignorance. The trick here is to separate them. That's what you gotta try and do. Simple moves, separate. Try to get them apart from each other. Doesn't help when you're getting your ass handed to you, but that's the name of the game when you're going against them.
Count two.
Near fall, thank God. It's not fair when Bradshaw's waiting for me with a stop sign. I like the cliche weapon, but not when it's coming at me. Take a rest on it, Bradshaw. Look at the garbage can, but apparently I'll settle for clipping through a bump on it. Everyone's weapons free now. Let's play nice, but it's no disqualification. Clearly. At least I'm in my element. I'm Mankind. I'm in the boiler room. That's how they suckered me into it. It's my home.
Feeling of the clammy concrete against my skin. The magic sound of rats dancing overhead. Feels like home to me.
I think I'd get like a +5 defense, neutralizing the fact that I'm already beat up, but nevertheless, I push forward. I'll give Ron Simmons a dominator here, taste for his own medicine. Sacco and submission ain't gonna help here. Gonna go for brute force violence, so we'll do the same with Bradshaw. Give him a taste of that old clothesline from hell. Oh, smooth moves from the former WCW World Champion Farouk. He wasn't the first African-American World Champion, but I know he's the first African-American WCW World Champion. Bugs me that I have to deal with a damn APA right now by myself, but I am a World Tag Team Champion and former World Champion. That edges out you, Bradshaw, at least at this point in time. And just separate.
Oh, I just lost the special. Goddamn it. We'll make up for it by smashing Ron Simmons' head off the concrete, which he no-sells like a boss because he's that tough. Damn, as it were. Speaking of tough, busted open. Gonna no-sell it. Mick Foley in the boiler room. It's like getting busted open in the boiler room is like my spinach. Oh, but my comeback is cut off. Looked in peril there as they both had a weapon. But again, just separate, contain, separate, and contain. Give Farouk another Dominator. That'll take him at least for a minute. Bradshaw will eat a clothesline on the stop sign.
1, 2.
See, what saved the day there was the fact that there wasn't an echo to the count. The count's not dangerous unless there's an echo. Usually. Farouk unlucky enough to land on the stop sign as it just fell.
1, 2.
These guys are tougher than a $2 steak is. They're taking everything I'm giving to them on concrete, in street clothes, no pads, like the tough bastards they are. Give myself credit for surviving thus far. Just a little tap on my own shoulder. A low blow coming in handy today. Just clutch. Low once more, the low blow. Give Ron Simmons that signature DDT. Get him out the way. It's a great sell, even though I don't think I've even made remote contact with you, Farouk. I appreciate looking out for me, making everything I do seem legit, but that just looked silly. Knock Bradshaw's cranium on the concrete. Again, gets right up. No selling everything. I know you guys are supposed to come off as badasses, but you're making everything I do feel irrelevant. Bradshaw take that. Will reverse Ron Simmons. Hopefully I put Bradshaw down long enough to keep him at bay while I put Farouk to sleep, but it doesn't matter. Farouk just shrugged it off. Wait, no, it's not getting shrugged off. It's that shoulder tackle. Bradshaw to the ground. Out long enough due to the iron shoulder of Mick Foley. I had mentioned earlier that unless you had the echo, you weren't going to catch yourself a 3. Well, apparently I was wrong. You see there, all the momentum, that weight going in that shoulder. Bradshaw took that flat back right on the concrete, out like a light, as he's count one of the only 2 in frame. So that's a one and done like I've probably never done. Rhyme intended there with the APA versus Mankind walking away with that W. See, 600 seems like a random number for just like, why 600? Out of the way. Yeah, see, we got a few matches more at least as we continue on our winning streak defending these titles against all manners of challenges. Death Row Part 3. What do you got? What's worse than the APA? Especially when you got your buddy Rock by your side on SmackDown. Mankind and The Rock coming out. Tag team titles in tow. See what's next for the champs. Of course, it's Triple H. One of the worst curses of this game. What happened? You messed up after that? Yes, that was a boiler room brawl with the APA. It was not a light striking affair. The title match is coming against me. The grammar is just terrible. No matter what the situation is, I'll always come out on top. Note for the audience, at this time Triple H was fully into the McMahon-Helmsley era, throwing his weight around because he's with the boss's daughter like he's in charge type situation, so he's in these storylines a lot. Tag Team Championship match, normal rules apply. Okay, can win.
during the World Championship mode in No Mercy, the tag team matches with Triple H in them are goddamn unbearable because of the difficulty spikes. At least when I was a kid, it seemed like they were monumental and unnecessary. And I guess if I was going to have a No Mercy playthrough, I'd rather have one with Triple H because he's part of the whole damn experience. But point in case, he's feeding his knee to me in a pretty plentiful meal. Don't care for that. Taking a further onslaught on the ground. He's just going to have his way with me. It's frustrating. D-Generation X challenging for the titles, more like the boss in charge, putting himself first in line for the titles.
Tonight, the game will go one-on-one for the World Wrestling Federation Championship with the Big Show.
What?
Can't get anything started again. And he's taunting me on top of it. Which is a pretty crummy thing to do, but that's what makes him a heel. Being a heel right now is fucking not letting up. I'm the hero of the story. Eat low, blow. Told you I've been on the mark with those. Going for the signature double arm DDT. He got it. Surprised he got it this early, and of course he's going to shrug it off. Does Triple H? Doesn't matter. Tag to Waltman and tag to The Rock on the apron. Both teams get the other man in. The great one in now to challenge X-Pac. Should be a slight bit easier stat-wise than Triple H, but as much as I like Mick Foley's stats are probably internally better than Mankind's as well, The Rock. So lay the smackdown, pun intended, on X-Pac. As the tag team champions continue their domination up and down that tag team ladder.
1, 2,
no threat yet.
3.
It seems in sight for the Rock and Sock connection as their dominance continues. I'll take over, knock around Triple H for a moment while X-Pac takes a breather outside. Rock bottom, right out the gate. Triple H. Doesn't matter, not the legal man. Should have used it on X-Pac. Could have made this an early night. That's right, side headlock takedown to Triple H. Get back to knocking around Mr. Pac. The 6X. Is there any other Pacs he was? Probably something weird in TNA if he was ever there. What was he in TNA? Is this Sean Waltman maybe?
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, this is 6 Sean Waltman.
I like all the little animations for The Rock. From the strikes to the little toe strike. And all the little flavors that made this game just that much better. Triple H not paying attention. Spinebuster to X-Pac. I don't know if I got enough room on one side, but we'll go for that people's elbow. Nonetheless, it's unfortunate there's no animation in this game that the elbow pad comes off. That's on the SmackDown side of things on PlayStation. I didn't know if I was going to make it. Lost the special. We'll get something else on X-Pac. He's got the Bronco Buster. Maybe I'll go for that. He steals specials on this. It'd be funny to see The Rock make X-Pac eat crotch on the show. Talk about people telling others to suck it. Low blow's even coming in clutch for The Rock. Double team Rock and Sock pile driver to Triple H. Hunter Hearst Helmsley finally eating himself some offense. Take that Samoan drop. Puts him center in the ring. Doesn't matter. Gets up. No one who knows his way that well around a shovel's going to stay too long on the mat. Oh, see, the reversals left, right, and center. That's what I'm talking about. That computer. The stats up. I'm going to taunt up Triple H now. Got my special up once more. I'm going to play with Mr. Triple H today. See if he likes to take people's elbow. Didn't really think that through. Got the same amount of space, if not less. Damn side. We'll see if we can get it. Pay really close attention, and hopefully Triple H will eat a nice targeted elbow. Drive the wind out of him.
take it out of his sails. Mick Foley lined up to cut off X-Pac, but sailed through the air, but wouldn't have been affected. Triple H kicked out anyway. Like Farouk earlier selling something where I don't think he even made contact.
This is where you fall down. Where do you get these guys? And the press says I don't know how to do this stuff?
We'll get him. I was going to try and get him with the Bronco Buster there. A strong grapple thing? I think it's a strong grapple thing. You can't do strong grapples to the corner or else they'll bounce off because you're too powerful, Rock. You're the top of the card. You can't be just hammer throwing people into the corner. They'll walk off it all loopy. It's like the fact that Rock has a quick taunt like that, the come get it taunt. Just up, down, quick animations. You can get your special meter up, speedy meter that way. Finally, Mr. Waltman into the corner. Doesn't look good for him. Takes those stomps, and oh no, he's in a perilous position. Suck it, Triple H. Forgot about that animation. Oh no. X-Pac and a Wella hurt in his own special, the Bronco Buster.
Yes, gimmick infringement. That would be a petty misdemeanor. Well, no, it's not even. That's a little bit higher than misdemeanor. I'd say it might be almost felonious.
Oh no, and now a rock bottom after all that. Salt in the wounds. Mick Foley for the cutoff. 2. And we retain with the help of our friends here on Nana's apartment. Rock and Mankind walking away at 7-10. Retaining them tag team titles. So again, just expert tag team thinking here. Mick Foley already gets out of the way so he doesn't run into us. Triple H not paying attention, taunting on the apron. Distraction's what cost Degeneration X tonight. Those tag team titles. Mick getting a taunt off at the end. I can smell the Rock's cooking tonight. That's a tag team title retention. See, this one's 500, so like the handicap match because it was special is like 600. Like, was that more? I can't remember. Like, again, the prices like for what you get when you win on this are all over the place, and it's strange to me. Anyway, single player. Is that because Triple H is alone? What are you gonna get alone here? Again, he's the face that runs the place, heel wise. You know, he's the man in charge. Essentially commissioner, but not so. That's Shawn Michaels until Mick Foley comes around after retirement. But anyway, Mankind, your partner, Rock went into the hospital after last SmackDown. How? We were kicking your ass. Whatever. And I'll show you my kindness. I wouldn't want Rock to feel so lonely. So he's going to put us in the hospital as well. Okay, so it's going to be singles? What is this? But before that, you're going to get in this ring. It won't be a handicap match. It'll be a single match. What? I'm confused. Rules are not. Why did it show us? Oh, what? It's Dean Malenko. Why? This is weird. Okay. That's so random. Why is it Dean Malenko? I was, truth be told, I was hoping the Radicals might make an appearance tag team wise here, but I'll take Dean Malenko, I guess. The man of 1,000 holds making his first appearance here in this playthrough versus Mankind at SummerSlam of all places. Alright, no requirements to clear this match. Or story will progress regardless. However, the story will change accordingly. A world champion and a world tag team champion now. Mankind should be able to hold off the man of 1,000 holds. But we'll see how this goes at SummerSlam. Mankind versus Dean Malenko. Not quite sure if Dean Malenko and Mick Foley ever cross paths in the ring as far as one-on-one encounters, and obviously during the Radicals' debut, it was Cactus Jack involved story-wise, but I don't know if Mankind or Mick Foley, ever squared off against Dean Malenko in the ring. I feel like that's more of a ships in the night scenario, passing each other, even though they may have been in similar companies at the same time. I think it's just odd contrasting styles here. Dean Malenko
technical wizard against Mick Foley, more of a brawler, especially in his later career. Obviously, he does have a good foundation for grappling, does Mick Foley, but it's Mankind. Dean Malenko's an odd choice, especially this is nearabouts his James Bond gimmick, just ladies' man against Mankind.
Women, what can I say? You can't live with them, but lucky for me, you can wrestle them.
Oh, Dean Malenko already showing off his skill, that heel kick. He's slipping around, it's like a smooth son of a bitch, but Perry Saturn now, again, here's what I wanted, but I didn't want it this way. I did say I wanted the Radicals, but not in a handicap scenario. Oh. Perry Saturn, you can't fall for that. Okay. This is another handicap scenario, but we've done it before. We can do it again. Radicals, oh, as you see there, that double hip toss. No strangers to solid tag teamwork themselves, especially Perry Saturn, one half of the Eliminators. Perry Saturn, it's worth noting here on Nana's Apartment. I like saying something when I know a particular wrestler has done something fantastic for the world or, society in general. Just they're overall a good person, and that positivity has done good. But I believe Perry Saturn stopped a crime and suffered some injuries for it, and that's one of the reasons he's in the current condition he's in.
I did stumble up on two guys attacking a girl. I intervened, and I got shot here in the neck and here in the shoulder. I'm missing my collarbone. There's a big hole there for where my collarbone used to be.
That's a hell of a thing for a hero to do, and I'll recognize Perry Saturn for doing that on this channel as he scurries away to the outside of the ring there, as he's had enough of Mankind, who SmackDown had learned to lay down from the rock. At least I have a lot of signatures to go to. The pile driver and the double arm DDT. I'm going to be put through the gauntlet here on this playthrough. I'm glad I have a vast array of hard-hitting maneuvers to combat those who might threaten me with. Such as the mighty low blow. Oh, sunset. Sorry, distracted. Sunset flip, only one count. Maybe we should get a low blow count through this whole playthrough. That would be so much work for me. Why do I even think of these things? Now I'm going to want to do it. Ugh.
I think that's a terrible idea. Nope. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it.
Superb submission there, laid on Mankind by Dean Malenko. Get away from me, sir. Your skill is impressive, but it hurts. A box standard suplex, though. Shake the cobwebs off and come up with that faithful low blow. Put the control back into my hands. There we go. You want a submission? Here's a sleeper hold. Weaken Dean's head. All those submissions. Go to that side headlock takeover. And get him outside the ring. Taunt up. Get the upper hand back. Just want him off my back for a minute. Just simple moves. Break him down. Show him why we're one of the tag champs. There you go. I don't have a people's elbow, but we'll have a flying one. So, dropped toe hold didn't take me all the way down, but that sure will. Okay, first hardcore champ ain't going to be against a low blower 3. As we lay Dean out with a double arm DDT. I like how this is being more of a challenge than it needs to be, but at least Perry Saturn's been fended off as get away from the submission, get away from the submission. Mankind showing an expert handle on sliding across the ring on your back. Just keep dropping these DDTs. At least we're working on his head. Should we ever get a special? Oh, schoolboy.
1, 2.
Oh, he's getting wise to me. Dean Malenko, no slouch. He's got a solid noggin on him. So let's soften it a little bit. by introducing it and reintroducing it to the canvas just a few times. And we'll top it off a nice pile driver. A few more sprinkles of noggin knocking. Just trying to weaken Dean. See what else is in my repertoire. I was hoping there would be a strike, but hey, that's a choking submission. Dean having a sore throat ain't going to help him in his contention against the mandible claw. Just keep working on him, I guess. I like that even Mick has those taunts where it's like just a quick arms across the chest, like really quick animations. Got me up to flashing red. Ugh, I knew there was going to be a catch. Dean's still on his toes, that sly son of a bitch. Woohoo! Surprised I kept eye contact on him that whole time. Double arm DDT signature, signaling for a la whipping that sock out. Socko's present now. Dean's going to be keeping an eye out for that mandible claw. Hopefully he can find its mark here in the center of the ring. As we sing Sweet Dean that lullaby, he keeps his eyes fixed on the lights. And to Betty by land he goes. When the story is said and done, the man of 1,000 holds can do little to stop the sticky onslaught of a sweat-stained Mr. Socko. Dean Malenko suffering submission via suffocation due to Mick Foley and the mandible claw. Well, I'm proud of that. At least I wanted the Radicals represented and asked the wrestling universe for an opportunity for some amazing footage here on No Mercy, and ye shall receive, apparently. I don't know if this is the end of the road or not. It looks like we have one more after this, at least. But at 3,700, Mankind and The Rock. Mankind showing why he's part of this tag team championship duo. See if we can continue that streak as we move forward in No Mercy, Chapter 9. Chapter 9, Hardship. What hasn't been hard thus far? What has been easy in this entire playthrough of handicap matches and tomfoolery laid upon us by Triple H? That dastardly heel in charge of things here as Vince McMahon is away. Mankind, I'll give you a title shot tonight. Why? I have a title. I have a partner in one. I don't know where Rock is, but when did I lose my title? I think he means title match, and I don't know. Maybe that just means we're facing challengers. I don't know. This game's silly. And now we have head cheese. Yes. I knew they were obviously in the game. I forgot they were a tag team featured here. That's awesome. I wanted inclusion, and here we got it. Head cheese, Al Snow and Steve Blackman. Oh, this will be a fun one. On Monday Night Raw, handicap match rules apply. The only requirement to clear this is to win. How is it a tag team title match? I'm by myself, I guess. We have another handicap match against Head Cheese. Leave the weapon. Al Snow. At least, if I'm going to be out here by myself, the challengers are going to come up first, which is the way we like it here at Nana's Apartment. Tag team titles, or if any title is going to be featured on your show, have the champions enter second. You know, have them be the highlight. Have the challenger have to wait. Put your champions on a pedestal. And highlight them the way they deserve to be. The Lethal Weapon is highlighted here on Head Cheese is coming out second. See, they know how to do it. Al Snow comes up first. The Lethal Weapon is highlighted second. Whereas the only tag team champion to make his way out of the ring, Mankind, coming on a Monday Night Raw solo. Once more, The Rock nowhere in sight here is one half of the Rock and Sock connection. Let's see if he can fly on his own. We've done it once before. We can do it again. I've toppled the APA. Sorry, not going to be as threatened by Head Cheese here. Al Snow and Lethal Weapon. Not to sell either of them short. Especially Al Snow. I respect the shit out of Al Snow personally, to tell you the truth, which is why one of my first videos on my channel featured Al Snow in a Royal Rumble. Did he win? Did he topple all the other superstars? Well, you'll find out if you check out that video. Link in the description. We take on Head Cheese here. Those not in the know, Head, obviously a reference to Head that accompanies Al Snow to the ring during his matches. The mannequin Head he speaks to and speaks to him, guides him through his altercations. And Cheese, obviously, for the Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman. Duh. Was it an episode in Green Bay or something? But either way, they gave him a cheese hat, and essentially that's where he got cheese from.
This is so cool. See? That is terrific. Man, Al Snow and Steve Blackman. The lethal cheddar. Watch out, world. Here we come. See you out there.
You're going to be in the land of cheese, in the land of Wisconsin. If you think I'm doing anything special in Wisconsin, you're nuts.
It's a weapon in this game, I believe, as I get my ass handed to me by these two. Should have gotten cocky at the beginning. Yes, Al Snow, Steve Blackman, and Chester McCheeserton. Cheesyton.
Chester McCheeserton. All right! Hey! It's a human block of cheese. Coming down on the road.
I don't know. A mascot in a costume during WrestleMania 2000. It was all weird. 2000 was a weird year. I was totally a mark for this pairing. This is how you use your roster well, and it was just a naturally over. I loved Head Cheese. Al Snow and Mankind, no strangers to each other. Former tag team champions themselves together. That's why, again, glad I took Mick Foley and The Rock through this. Ended up working quite well, considering everyone you compete against. Doing so well against Al Snow. Seems to be the stronger of these two. Getting moves on Steve Blackman with a little less effort. Also don't care for the fact I have been made weak because in later games it's very standard to have a tag team version of a handicap match, so it's like someone's always on the apron on the team that you're going against. So these tornado style, which is beating on you with no end in sight. It's a bit hard to swallow. Just watch yourself get your ass handed to you. Leave me alone. And there's a rope break. That seems kind of redundant. We'll let two people beat the ever-living shit out of you, but not in the ropes. It's too far. Don't taunt me, bitch. Get out of here. Eat padded outside mat. Speaking ahead, us now grabbing it from the outside. Is this a no DQ match? There was a rope break. I'm not sure. Al Snow seemed hesitant. Didn't hit me with the mannequin. Figure that out later, I guess. Just wanted to scare us with it. Pile drive Steve Blackman on it for Al Snow's lack of foresight and bringing it in the ring. Well, I got hit with the friggin' thing, so it's a no disqualification match. That's apparent. So, feed a double arm DDT to Al Snow, who no-sells it, the bastard. Oh, super kick. Brought over to the steel steps. Love the look of those in this game. I also love the animation there that they included the developers of this game. Little things like that. Being able to run up the ring steps outside, into the ring, onto the apron. That's just one of those smaller details that you wouldn't think to ask to have it included, but the fact that it is, it only highlights the game that much more. It turns this game into one of those things where it's not just a game to get out every year. It was a completely new experience. We had all these other THQ AKI games, and the fact that they added every single time, or at least tweak something to favor the gameplay. These things were gems from many for a reason. You can never say that enough. Double arm DDT. Did I bust open Steve? Oh, Lethal Weapon getting color in this Tag Team Championship Handicap matchup. Mankind ain't going down without a fight. Making use of that rope break. I feel like the end is near, but I just I'm so nervous. Get away, Steve. Steve Blackman busted open. Getting a kick to the schnoz on top of everything. Doctor's going to have a fun one putting all that back together when this is over. Ooh, paying attention. Paying attention, Steve. Toss out the lethal weapon. Take care of Mr. Snow. Plow that snow in the middle of the ring. Steal a special from Steve Blackman. That was a sweet submission. Rope break ain't gonna matter. Shoot. I feel like I'm wasting my finishers, but these two are just getting up after everything within a few seconds anyway. Ooh, kidney punch there by the lethal weapon. Displaying how he got his namesake. And the strikes of Steve Blackman are nothing to ignore. Got to be learned up and studying your tapes if you're going against the lethal weapon. Sent him out over the top rope. Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that. I've been punching a lot of balls today. Don't you dare give me the headbutt, Al Snow. Not going to have it on my channel. Not happening. Oh, no. Mankind now to the outside. Don't care for that. Don't care for that. Someone's getting a finisher, and it's going to be soon. Al Snow didn't learn from Perry Saturn. Falling for one of the oldest tricks in the book. Sucker. Get Steve here in the center of the ring. Oh, no. Al Snow watching it happen. Oh, lethal weapon. Steve Blackman tapping in his own submission. Al Snow was forced to watch his partner give up the match in those tag team title aspirations. So that's a defense for Mankind at 12:32 via submission. Only netted us $600, but I'll take that win. Looks like this may be the finale here. And the tag team champions are on a streak. Here, the Mankind and the Rock, No Mercy. Here we are on Chapter 10, Savior. I don't know who that's referring to, but Mankind out here still tag team title in tow. After beating Head Cheese Al Snow and Steve Blackman on Monday Night Raw. Once against Triple H, who's got his shovel in tow. Yay. The tag team championship will not be canceled. The match, you mean? God, who wrote this stuff? And Triple H calling the shots now that he is in charge. Looks like DX is prepped for another tag team title match of their own making.
It's a little something I forgot to mention to you. This match, it's no DQ.
Yeah, Asan, yeah. Oh, snap. Swerve the Rock is here. He's here on SmackDown. Triple H, I'm here. That's exactly what he sounds like. You have a tag match. Can't do whatever you want. Yeah, I made you hate Mankind. I'm not in good shape today. I can still make a presence. Let's go. So we got a tag team title match. Rock finally back. No disqualification tag team match. All right. We'll defend our titles if it's no DQ. The man from the boiler room and the People's Champ agree to those terms. Even if Triple H is going to be a bitch and no sell my shit again. So he's going to take his fair share of low blows. And reversals, though, that's what I told you. A mountain of them coming from the game. A mountain of them. He trained with Ra's al Ghul. But instead of learning anything about Lazarus Pits, he's learned how to reverse everything. Why did Ra's al Ghul know how to reverse everything? Don't look into that. Don't look into that. Just accept it. It's headcanon. Wise in them low blows, blocking everything. This is what I'm talking about. A title matchup opportunity. Triple H and No Mercy, especially in the story modes. The only steroids he's taking is a stat boost. The speed at which he can earn a special in this game in story mode is something that would make Barry Allen jealous. Is he gonna tag in X-Pac? How was that a special, you bitch? That was silly. X-Pac, the yardstick for so many during his time in the WWE. Just gotta give him credit for that. Man is talented. Especially those feet of his. You just saw. He's got a decent arsenal. News to take you out with here on No Mercy. I'm glad most of them are represented his strikes. You gotta respect a man who once tore his own asshole performing his signature move. Foley just tossed him around. See, he's cautious now. He's like, I'm not eating another Bronco Buster today, Rock. I'm eating a low blow. Me and Triple H have studied tapes. We've watched your penis punching. We're tired of it. So you're defending the tag team titles? Saying just bring it to Triple H, who in response has his own suggestion. Launched X-Pac out the ring. Gave him a Bronco Buster last time, X-Pac. Maybe I'll give him an X-Factor this time. Do it on the outside if I want to. Knows I want it. Knows I'm after it. He can sense it. He's that skilled. Not skilled enough to avoid the signature stealing technique of The Rock, the people's champ. That's why he's called the Great One. He's just excellent at looking at other people's movesets and saying, hey, I can do that. I love those quick taunts. Already gave X-Pac an X-Factor on the outside. Already got a special up once more. X-Pac dead center of the ring. Looking, to experience all the hurt here. Mick, I had him, Mick. I had him. You dropped the ball there. I had him dead center of the ring, dead to rights. And what happened? You let Triple H get in from the outside. And here we're still contending for the tag team titles, which should be ours at this point. Should have had a victory right there. What did I say earlier? The voices were echoing as they were counting that 1, 2, 3. Pretty sure it was going to end in a 3. Ooh, a rough clothesline by Triple H. Rock doing the Kishi bump. Those Samoans, they know how to take a clothesline. Maybe it's like an inherited thing. You just know how to do an amazing bump if you're either The Rock or The Rock's cousin. Maybe it's just hidden in the genetic code of that particular lineage. Talked about X-Pac getting his asshole split open earlier, and here you have the Rock and Sock connection, holding both the uprights and splitting them in twain. All the offense directed towards crotches today. Talk about having a varied arsenal. Superplex to X-Pac doesn't really matter. All for nothing. He's going to no-sell it so quickly. Alright. Hopefully, this will be all she wrote. Rock bottom. Gotta be the savior. What the chapter said I am. Maybe we'll end on the note of a stolen finisher. After the dust settles on the Rock show, the tag team titles still rest atop the shoulders of the People's Champ and Mrs. Foley's baby boy. Yet again, the skill of the Great One, Mankind, ensuring they walk away, once again, tag team champions. I don't know if that was the finale, but anyway, that's a victory at 13-15. Rock and Sock retained 2000. So that must have been the last match. That must have. There's no way they're going to give us that big of a payday And there you go. That tells the story. Tonight, there are new tag team champions. We're not new. We retained the Mankind, the Rock. Give them a round of applause. Thank you for playing the game. The journey starts here. No, it doesn't. It started when I started the video. It ends here. I guess you could start the whole mode defending the titles, but I'd say we did a damn decent job defending them right there. Mankind and the Rock and Sock Connection. Tag team titles still clearly on their shoulders. Now you become the tag team champions, but in order for you to remain the champions, you must endure all the difficulties that are placed before you. Was everything we just went through right there not difficult? I disagree. But anyway, so we'll add that to the total you see on the screen. Gotten so many things in the SmackDown Mall on my save, but the one thing I do not have is the hoe, so maybe at some point we'll venture to try and get the almighty hoe, which is the one character I do not have on this save because she's so much in the SmackDown Mall, but maybe that'll be a thing for another day, a video for another day, a hunt for whatever remains in my SmackDown Mall. For tonight, that was the Tag Team Championship tree here on No Mercy, at least one of the various ways you can go through that arc here on No Mercy on the N64. I definitely plan eventually on my channel featuring all the different titles you can go for here on No Mercy. We've done 2 of them now. The hardcore title with The Undertaker and now the Tag Team Championships with the Rock and Sock Connection. This is definitely a great game to hit up every now and then when I want to feature some wrestling from yesteryear. And I present everything I've just recorded as a reason why. I've enjoyed talking about the Squared Circle once again with you, my friends out there in viewership land. Always do, always will, which is why I always look forward to seeing you next time.